Hello and welcome to Grocer Pod. My name is Sean Kasednar. Today I'm joined in the studio by Jana Lagis. Jana is the Senior Regional Sales Manager for AWG Brands. She's here today to discuss merchandising suggestions for the fourth quarter of the year, including end caps, holiday baking displays, and the AWG Brands Display Contest. Before we get to Jana, I want to remind you to please subscribe to Grocer Pod. Subscribing means new episodes will be downloaded for you each week. You can find Grocer Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other platform you use. Thanks for joining me today, Jana.
Thank you.
So the end of the year, especially the holiday season, is a busy time for AWG retailers. What merchandising resources does AWG Brands have for retailers to sell successfully during this time of year?
Well, Sean, we have a lot of great programs. One of our programs that I think we've kind of lost touch with and we need to get back with is the demo program. Kind of lost that during COVID, but it's definitely an opportunity to bring that back for fall. We do a supplemental ad every period that runs around our events. We have an end cap program. We have shippers that are available for automatic displays. We have a weekender display that you can purchase, or you can purchase $500 worth of product through us, and we will send 2 of those to you at no charge except for tax. That weekender display has all of our brands listed on it. So if you want to display any of our Clearly by Best Choice items, always save, you've got a perfect display to do that with. We also have a dump bin display, which are targeted more towards the best choice item, perfect for chocolate chips, nuts, coconut, anything that you would need during the baking season.
Well, you mentioned the end cap program. Can you tell us a little bit more about this and how member retailers participate? So
our end cap program started, probably at least 10 years ago. It was actually started in the Kansas City division by one of our district sales managers, and then it became a corporate program for AWG Brands. So we go through our events that are available, and we look at the items that we think would make a great end cap. We put all that together. You get a planogram on it. We do an automatic ship. You get 1 case of everything so that you can set that end cap. We don't send you everything to fill it because some stores may have a whole pallet of something in the back room and they need to get that onto display. So you get your set load, and then from there you would fill it. It also will come with 2 end cap headers that are the size of your traditional gondola, and they will have baking season, grilling season, anything that pertains to what's going on during the season. Those come to you free. This whole entire program is free. That's all we do is ship the product to you, and we move from there.
Wow, that sounds like something that all the retailers really need to be taking advantage of. I mean, obviously end caps are, very successful in the store, and any sort of merchandising that you can get for free, seems to be worth it and something that retailers should sign up for. Now, I'm going to throw you a little bit of a curveball. We didn't discuss this before, but you mentioned the demo program, and that stores should get back to that. Can you describe what that is and how stores could do it?
So we have a demo program. You can choose 2 different items that are actually in the event to demo. When you do that demo program, we will give you $85 back to you to help pay for the support of someone to demo that in your store. If you incur any cost, as in paper plates, plastic, utensils, any of that stuff, and you attach that receipt when you turn it in, we'll also credit you for that. We're looking for you to demo those items to get the customer to taste that, because we know that's a great impulse buy for our customers.
Well, it sounds like AWG Brands is doing everything it can to make retailers and members successful. Holiday baking is obviously very important to a lot of consumers during the fourth quarter. Can you tell us more about the holiday baking display opportunities?
This is one that kind of touches a little bit close to home for me. From my years of spending in retail, we were always told you've got to have a baking table or a baking display ready by October 1st. And I think people still bake all year round, but I think the peak season starts in October. We're looking at Halloween items, we're looking at Thanksgiving pies, Christmas cookies, all of those things. So why not take the opportunity, get a display up, and maximize your sales during that time frame? Get your table up or your display. We have a 8-foot planogram with all the items, tells you the shelf heights, everything that you need to know. Then we have all the items to go with it. We tell you, if it's on AMAP during that time, and we also give you the opportunity to build that display within your store.
So AWG Brands hosted a display contest this summer. Those winners included Grocery Advantage from the Gulf Coast Division, Food Mart Thriftway from the Kansas City Division, Food Right from the Mid-South Division, Steverson's out of Nashville's Division, and Cash Saver from the Springfield Division. Congrats to all of those stores that each won a Best Choice cooler full of AWG Brands items. Another AWG Brands display contest starts in October and runs through the end of the year. Can you give us the details and tell us how member retailers can enter the contest?
Hey, thanks, Sean. The display contest is something new that we started this year. Actually, we had a member that had mentioned that they thought this would be a great idea to create some excitement. We didn't have quite the amount of participation that we wanted the first time around, but we'll start with baby steps and we'll keep moving forward. It's a great opportunity for your stores to get excited about the holidays, really get those items on display, create that theme in the store. This display contest starts October 1st and goes through December the 29th. All entries would need to be in by January 10th. And the way that we do this display contest is it's a scorecard. So if you have 2 or more brand items and you have price seed and you've cross-merchandise and your display is up for 2 weeks, then you get points for that automatically. And then in the next part of your scorecard could be if you choose to tag us in social media with one of your displays that you've done, or if you did a demo that we already talked about during this time frame, then you get points for that. Signage that involves your local community showing that support, that's a bonus this time around. And then 100 bonus points, which if you get your display up and it's a small end cap display, this gives the opportunity for every store to win. If you share your movement during the time frame of those items on display this year versus last year, you get 100 bonus points. Pretty much if you don't do that and one store does, you're not going to win. So it's trying to be fair and equitable to everyone that's out there. We just are looking for those opportunities for you to promote our brands.
Yeah, that sounds really good. And you're on GrocerPod now, so I have to imagine that participation is going to just absolutely explode. What can stores win this time around?
Well, this time around, we listened. A lot of people said they didn't participate because they didn't think our prize was big enough. So it's $300 worth of gift cards for the store. That way, everyone that participates in helping to build that display gets a piece of the pie.
That's a really good prize. Any other merchandising suggestions for member retailers to take advantage of during this upcoming holiday season?
I think one of the things I think we have to stop and think about is, the days that we would have an open house, kind of create that taste of the season. Have a one day where you're doing demos in all departments. We know party time is huge, even in October when we have Halloween. So start thinking about those party items, those incremental sales, those ways to get things going. If you do a demo day, if you've got the meat department involved and the deli and the bakery and the grocery center store, then you should be able to touch every customer that walks through that store, and I guarantee you're going to sell more items.
Yeah, like I said before, it sounds like AWG Brands is really pulling out all the stops to give the member retailers what they need to be successful. Just give me one last pitch on why they need to be taking advantage of these things.
Well, we got to be ahead of our competition. Our competition's out there doing it. In some markets we have Hy-Vee, some markets we have Costco, we've got Sam's, we've got Meijer. All these stores are out doing these things. We need to be doing them also. We can't be left behind. We've got to make sure that we're being as competitive as we can in the market.
It sounds like you're taking the cost part out of it. So is it, they don't have the staff? What reasons are you hearing from from retailers why they might not be participating in some of these programs?
A lot of it is what you said, Sean, is the staff. Another thing that we as a team are looking into is can we increase that to give a little bit more incentive money there? And another thing that I think is helpful and beneficial is a lot of our members have someone that comes in the door every day asking for a donation. So if this is, someone on the cheer team local or the soccer team, maybe you can get them to do your demo for you and you can match that $85 so they walk away with more than, what you would have given them and you get a little bit of work out of them. So a great opportunity to try to get the community involved and to get someone to actually do that demo.
That's such a brilliant idea. I never considered that one of the ways that you could get something from the people asking for donations is like, oh yeah, could you help us with this thing in our store? And that's such a brilliant idea because not only are you getting some labor from them, you're also obviously supporting like a local thing, and that just endears you to the community. And it's something that we talk about on Grocer Pod all the time is just how to become a member of that community. And I think that's just such a good idea. And any stores that are like, oh no, we can't do this, we just don't have the manpower, well, maybe you do, and you just have to be a little bit more creative about it. Anything else from you, Jana?
No, Sean. Thanks for the opportunity.
And thank you all for listening. Again, please like and subscribe to Grocer Pod so you can automatically hear all the latest things going on around AWG. And until next time, this has been Sean Kasednar for Grocer Pod.